So let's begin by settling the body, adopting a stable, comfortable, upright position serviceable for meditation. So we think about keeping our feet flat and our back straight, torso open. Hands in the lap, right over left, with the palms upturned and the thumbs gently touching. Our eyes are gently closed or slightly open, making sure we let in enough light to remain alert. We try to maintain an awareness of not slouching, not leaning. But we also let go of any unnecessary tension or rigidity in the body, relaxing into a stable, comfortable, upright position, just allowing the body to fall into place. Then we begin to let go of attending to the outside world, allowing sights and sounds to be as they are without investigation, constraining our awareness just to the body and mind. And we begin to concentrate that awareness in the present by attending closely to the physical sensation that accompanies the in-breath and the out-breath in the space around the opening of the nostrils. Giving ourselves the instruction to notice quickly when anything other than that one physical sensation is arising in the mind. And then without judgment or frustration to lift our awareness up from those distractions and to place it gently but firmly again and again on the breath. And then when the mind feels more calm, we'll generate a broad altruistic motivation for our time. So we take a moment to recognize that oneself is the beneficiary an inexpressible amount of kindness that flows to us from all other sentient beings. That we benefit in each moment of our lives from the effort, the work of every other sentient being. Each person is contributing to their community, their society, their country, which creates an environment of interdependence, mutual benefit. And then even the good qualities that we feel as though we are in possession of. Without the field of sentient beings, we wouldn't be able to cultivate those good qualities. And so sentient beings are directly responsible for our own eventual enlightenment, our own freedom from suffering. And so we should think about that result as not being just for oneself, but that we pursue a path intended to repay that kindness. That our own interest in spiritual growth and development is based on a desire to repay the kindness of all other sentient beings. To try to fill this debt that really can't be fulfilled in any way other than to lead every other sentient being to their enlightenment. So creating the causes and the conditions in our own minds, being successful in that is the real purpose of our time, the central focus of a spiritual life. And then with that motivation, today we'll contemplate the Buddha's teaching on the ripening of karma, the creation and the ripening of karma, which is central to the process of directing our spiritual development, knowing what to adopt, what to discard. So the first outline of the teaching on karma is that karma is definite. And this relates to the relationship between the state of mind that laid down the karmic seed, karmic propensity, and the type of result that one can expect from that seed. The Buddha says that one who speaks or acts with an impure mind will have suffering follow, like the wheel that follows the cart pulling ox. But if one speaks or acts with a pure mind, happiness follows, like one shadow that never leaves. And here pure and impure refer to the presence or absence of affliction, hatred, jealousy, malice, covetousness, ill will. So when we engage in actions motivated by those negative states of mind, we sow the seeds of our own suffering. When we engage in actions motivated by love, compassion, generosity, patience, ethics, wisdom, when the mind is free of negativity, absorbed into virtue, then we create the causes of happiness, our own future happiness. So try to think in your own life about times when those negativities were present and the kinds of actions that they motivated. As ordinary sentient beings, we all struggle with the arising of these negativities. Try to give rise to an understanding that these are actions that are sowing the seeds of my own suffering. And think too of actions that you engaged in when you are motivated by a virtuous state of mind, like love, compassion, generosity, patience, ethical restraint. Clearly see the difference in the actions motivated by these states of mind and try to give rise to a clear understanding that they are sowing the seeds of your own happiness. And then the second outline of the teaching on karma is that karma expands. That there's often a difference between the seriousness of the initial karmic seed and the consequence that can arise from that karmic seed over time. The Buddha taught, quote, "Even a tiny evil deed can cause great ruin and trouble, like poison that has entered the body." And quote, "Even small meritorious acts bring happiness to future lives, accomplishing a great purpose, like seeds becoming bounteous crops." So this gives rise to an understanding of the vigilance that we need to adopt. These small negativities can be purified. We can intervene before they ripen as experience. But we should be vigilant in doing our best to avoid as many negativities as possible and purifying the actions that are engaged in, using this understanding that when they ripen as experience, the result can be much larger. But so too can we be on the lookout for even small virtuous acts, trying to incorporate as many virtuous acts as we can every day, understanding that when they ripen as experience, the result will be like that bounteous crop. So think on this teaching and try to give rise to that sense of developing vigilance, guarding the three doors of body, speech, and mind. And then when you're ready, we'll come back together. So we'll do the next 2 outlines on Monday. So recollect your altruistic motivation and think that by having engaged in this contemplation, you have actualized that motivation, and that has generated positive energy in the mind. And think that you freely offer the fruit of your practice, that positive energy for the benefit of all sentient beings without exception. Thinking strongly when this positive energy ripens, may it serve as a cause and condition to eliminate war and conflict, poverty, famine, disease, disasters, all painful inner and outer conditions. May it fully ripen the minds of all sentient beings. May they quickly meet perfect teachers and arise in the state of full enlightenment. May I too achieve the state of enlightenment, so that I might work for the benefit of sentient beings perfectly. May any obstacles facing the Guru's long life be completely dispelled. May I and all sentient beings in this moment come under the joyful care and guidance of enlightened beings. May we be guided and protected until we swiftly achieve that state of enlightenment. Thank you.